In today's video, everyone, we are going to be talking about the Fortnite train.
Die, potato. I like trains. Oh, no, wait.
And in this video, I'm going to be joined with my man, TwistyChase. Later in the video, he will appear. We're going to go through our likes and dislikes about the train and how Epic Games could have improved the train. Let's get into the video, everyone. So for my likes, I like how you can get quick off spawn. Off the bat, you're getting some quick loot. We need that, man. 4 mini chests and a little hack chests. And then you can rotate into POIs. I love that about the train, man. It made it pretty good for off spawn and for quick fights as well. And another thing is, it's okay for mobility. Yes, it does go kinda slow. But if you have no movement items at all, you might as well hop on the train and get off at a little stop, you know? And for dislikes, everyone, it was kinda uneventful because it kinda made no impact towards the game. Unlike the Loot Lake Islands, with the Loot Lake Island it spawns in 3 out of 12 circles and everyone wants to go there. Everyone wants to rotate in and out of the island because action, you can get the mythic hand cannon. That's why I love to go in there during games. There's action, there's always action around like the Loot Lake Island. However, with the train, it doesn't really play like a factor towards that. There's no like real reason to stay on the train as well. Once you have the loot, you might as well hop off, man, dip. You know, that's the one thing I didn't like about the train. Most of the time as well, the train is in the storm. So what's the point, Epic, of having it in the game if it's in the storm? And it also takes 8 minutes, everyone, to do a full loop. I'm sorry, but Epic Games, you gotta speed up the train, man. It should be like at least 4 or 5 minutes for a full loop. No, 8 minutes. That's nearly like half of the game. And like the hack chest ability, I guess, is like the catch to make you stay on the train. I gotta stay on the train now because I can get loot. I can keep getting lots of ammo. But it's rare only. It's rare. That's the only point. It's rare loot and you get a lot of ammo. Once you get like decent guns, your preferred loadout, what's the point of staying on the train? There's 0 point. But that's my likes and dislikes, everyone, about the train. Make the train longer.
I beg your pardon?
Okay. What I mean by this is adding different types of carriages. Let's say there's like a tank one, which is like a slurp barrel or like a slurp truck in a way, like that little container thing. Imagine that for the train and you can get health. It'll make the train itself different and you could have like different types of flights. Like there's a flat like carriage and you can have mini fights there. There's like the carriages you can go inside of. It will make the train different. But I would also want Epic Games to do this, everyone. With each game, there are different carriages. So there's different fights to be had in each game. It makes it special, and it's like, you know what? How should I attack the train? How should I get on the train? How should I fight differently this time? Because there's different carriages, so that will mean there will be different scenarios to happen, okay? And also being able to disconnect the trains. Buffers and chain cupola pretty much is like the bit you like disconnect the train, okay? That would be cool. I don't know if in GTA 5 or 4 you can do this, like you can disconnect the train. How cool would that be? You're having a fight and then boom, someone disconnects it and then it's like separating apart. Come on. And then like having a sliding door at the top to access like the train carriages. So let's say you can walk through it, and also if you're at the top of like the carriage, you can just whoop, slide the door open and then plonk in and then boom, fight. And with hacking the chests, everyone, it should drop a mythic, like a random mythic each match. So for example, Kit's shockwave launcher, one game you have that. Okay, the next game, Brutus's minigun. Okay, you know what, the next game, Jules' drum gun. That's an incentive to like land at the train. I want to land on the train. I can get a new like mythic weapon, a random one. I don't know which one it will be. I want to land at the train now, you know? And for the hack chests as well, if they don't want to do that, Epic Games, if you're scared, what you can do with like over time the rarity increases. You know how cool that will be? Let's say it starts from like rare, then epic, then legendary, then mythic, then exotic. Now that gives me an incentive to stay on the train longer now because I can get better loot. Let's say like every 3 to 4 minutes it would change like rarity. You know what I'm saying, Epic? If you want to hire me, let me know, okay? And then like changing how the train looks every update. I know what you may be thinking, guys. Different types of carriages. No. Every update is like a different collab. So the Bullet Train film released in like 2022, a bullet train. I want the Fortnite train to look exactly like that. how it did in the movie. Okay, for another one, Polar Express. I want the train to look like the train from Polar Express. How cool would that be? If I watched Polar Express, I'm like, hey, it's Polar Express, man, I'm interested. Or Bullet Train, that film, I'm interested now because of that train. It's in Fortnite. How cool is that be? Fortnite, you can also make money. We love that. And then as like a side one here, imagine they have like Thomas the Tank Engine. Maybe like Thomas the Tank Engine, whoever like created it, they don't want it, fair, but it would be kind of funny. And also having like rare chests and ammo boxes on the train. I mean, yes, you have like the 4 mini chests and the hack chests, but having that as well, that could be helpful, okay? And also for this one, everyone, each train station gives you something rewarding. So what I mean by this, let's say the train goes through like a mini mountain and there's like a mine shaft in that mountain. That mine shaft stop, let's say like 250 gold. You know what? That's worth staying on the train for. I get my gold up as well. And maybe like there's another stop where it's like a slurp factory or something like that. And then they put like slurp barrels on the train for you to get health. And maybe instead of doing like the hack chest, they could perhaps, you know, it's kind of similar here, but perhaps Fortnite do like a Fortnite random mythic item for the train. Similar to the hack chest, but it's like an NPC that sells it to you for gold instead of it being for free. Now that, everyone, just saying, just to put it out here, more people would now land at the train, okay? I really hope Fortnite takes some of my ideas for Chapter 6, Season 1. Maybe they'll bring back the train, maybe next season. Chapter 5, Season 4. It is Marvel though, so maybe not. But as a side note, everyone here, in Fortnite Chapter 5, Season 3, you have the conductor's hand cannon, which you can get from the Loot Lake Islands. A conductor is pretty much someone who like manages the train and stuff like that. So maybe we're supposed to have a train for Chapter 5 Season 3. As the leaked roadmap did say, everyone, there was supposed to be like some sort of like steam engine or something like that. Maybe Epic scrapped it because no one was landing at the train and they thought, you know what, let's just crash the train in like the desert. So maybe they're gonna rework the train for Chapter 6 Season 1. Time will tell, guys, but I really do hope the train comes back. Lots of people were hyped about the train, like, oh, maybe a train will come for Chapter 5. It looks like there could be a train. Oh, a few seasons later, it's now gone. A couple months later, it's now gone. I hope they bring it back and in a new reworks form. And now I'm going to pass the microphone to the man, the myth, the legend, TwistyChase!
Hey guys, it's Twisty, and thank you to Prismatic for featuring me on today's video. If you aren't familiar with my channel and what we do, I cover everything Fortnite related, including seasonal retrospect videos, ranking videos, and more. The train was a fantastic addition to Chapter 5, and it's so puzzling as to why Fortnite abandoned the concept of the train so quickly after only having it for 2 seasons. I always found it thrilling to either land on the train to secure the loot capsule, or to hop on the train later in the game to navigate across the map. The train added a unique layer of strategy and excitement that many players, including myself, thoroughly enjoyed. Whether you are being pursued by a car while on board, or engaging in intense gunfights with other teams, these moments that were provided by the trains felt like they were straight out of an action movie. The fast-paced nature of these encounters added a thrilling layer to gameplay, turning the train into not only just a mode of transportation, but a dynamic arena where every skirmish on the train was filled with excitement. But as we all know, the train was present during Season 1 and Season 2 of Chapter 5, but sadly it was removed with the most recent season with Season 3. Now the train can still be found on the map, but the sand has completely buried it, making it inactive for the time being. But let's ask the question, what if Fortnite brought the train back? And if the train were to come back, what should Epic Games change this time around? The first thing I would change is I think there should be explorable cabins added to the train if they come back. These cabins could provide more depth to the train while also serving as effective hiding spots or for cover during intense fights. Compared to the previous iteration of the train, where players were frequently exposed in the open, integrating cabins would introduce a compelling element of stealth and surprise into the gameplay mechanic of the train. I also think if the train were to make a comeback, the loot capsule should offer a unique item that can only be obtained through the train loot. Whether it's an exotic weapon, a mythic item, or something equally special, this addition would make capturing the train feel more rewarding and more significant. And speaking of loot on the train, I can't count how many times I've lost valuable items from my inventory because the items would fall off the train if you drop them. It's super annoying to see items like my Gold Reaper sniper rifle slip off the train's moving platform, so Epic Games, if you're listening, please ensure sure that my items don't fall off the train while it's in motion if you bring it back, especially with my prized weapons like my sniper. So all in all, I for one really enjoyed the train addition to Chapter 5, and I really hope that Epic Games decides to bring it back in Season 4. But that's gonna wrap up all of my input for today's video. Thank you so much to Prismatic for having me feature on this video. It truly means a lot. And remember guys, as always, take care and stay twisty.
That's a wrap to the video, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Special thanks to TwistyChase for coming onto my channel. Check him out in the description or at the pinned comment below. Feel free to use code PRIS in the Fortnite item shop. Like the video, subscribe, and remember, just keep it cool.